Mediation holds a significant place within the justice systems globally, including South Africa, offering a conduit between the legal framework and those seeking resolution. Born out of Ubuntu, a philosophy deeply rooted in African societies that emphasizes the interconnectedness of humans, mediation fosters peaceful settlements and promotes understanding among disputing parties. It's a platform where every from the urban streets of Johannesburg to the rural landscapes of Limpopo is heard and every concern addressed. Now let's touch upon the traditional justice system in the South African context. Litigation, as we know it, can be a lengthy and taxing journey. The financial burden of hiring a lawyer, the hours spent in the courtroom, the stress of adversarial proceedings, these are burdens that many South Africans find challenging to bear. Add to that the backlog of cases that clog our courts, echoing the stalled justice during the apartheid era. In contrast, mediation, much like the spirit of reconciliation that defined post-apartheid South Africa, offers a breath of fresh air. Efficient, cost-effective, and collaborative, mediation levels the playing field rather than fostering conflict. It's about finding solutions, not assigning blame, mirroring the Truth and Reconciliation Commission's approach. It encourages open dialogue and mutual respect, with a focus on the future rather than the past, in line with our nation's journey. In mediation, parties actively participate in resolving their disputes, echoing the participatory democracy we strive for. This fosters a sense of ownership and satisfaction with the outcome, a sentiment often missing in traditional litigation. The mediator, like an impartial third party, guides the parties towards a resolution that meets their needs and interests, aligning with the spirit of fairness central to our Constitution. But this is just the beginning. Mediation has the potential to revolutionize the South African justice system, making it more accessible and responsive, much like the transformative changes post-1994. It's about ensuring that everyone, regardless of their background or circumstances, has access to justice, living up to our Constitution's promise. As we delve deeper into this discussion, we will explore how mediation can revolutionize access to justice in South Africa. To appreciate the value of mediation, we must first understand the contrasting nature of traditional litigation. Litigation is a formal process where disputes are settled in a court of law, with a judge or jury making the final decision. It's a contest, a battle of wits where one party wins and the other loses. This adversarial approach can be time-consuming, costly, and emotionally draining. Imagine being embroiled in a lawsuit that drags on for years. Picture the mounting legal fees, the stress of court appearances, the strain on personal and professional relationships. That's the reality of traditional litigation for many people and businesses. Now, let's shift our attention to mediation. Mediation is a process where a neutral third party, the mediator, facilitates dialogue between disputing parties. Unlike litigation, mediation is not about winning or losing. It's about collaboration, open communication, and finding mutually beneficial solutions. The mediator's role is to guide the conversation, helping parties express their needs and understand each other's perspectives. They don't impose a solution or decide who is right or wrong. Instead, they assist parties in reaching an agreement that they are both satisfied with. The beauty of mediation lies in its flexibility and informality. It's less intimidating than a courtroom, and it allows parties to control the outcome of their dispute. It's often quicker and more cost-effective than litigation. And because mediation focuses on preserving relationships rather than tearing them apart, it's less emotionally taxing. In terms of time, imagine resolving a dispute in weeks or even days instead of years. In terms of cost, think about saving thousands or even millions of dollars in legal fees. In terms of emotional well-being, picture a process that promotes understanding and reconciliation rather than conflict and animosity. As we can see, mediation offers a refreshing alternative to the contentious and often exhausting process of traditional litigation. Now, let's delve into the tangible benefits of mediation. One of the most apparent advantages of mediation is its efficiency in terms of time. Traditional litigation can often be a long, drawn-out process, sometimes extending over several months or even years. In contrast, mediation typically takes a fraction of that time, allowing parties to resolve their disputes promptly and move forward. Besides time efficiency, mediation is also cost-effective. Court cases often come with hefty legal fees and related expenses, which can be burdensome for the parties involved. Mediation, on the other hand, significantly reduces these costs, making it an affordable option for many. Another important benefit of mediation is the preservation of relationships. Unlike litigation, which tends to be adversarial and can strain relationships, mediation encourages cooperation and communication. It provides a platform for parties to express their views and concerns openly, fostering understanding and empathy. This aspect of mediation is particularly beneficial in disputes where parties have ongoing relationships, such as in family or business contexts. Moreover, mediation promotes party satisfaction. Since the process is collaborative, parties have direct involvement in crafting the solution to their dispute. This active participation often leads to outcomes that are mutually beneficial and satisfactory to all parties. Mediation also fosters open communication. It provides a safe and confidential environment for parties to discuss their issues without fear of reprisal or judgment. The mediator's role is to facilitate this communication, ensuring that all voices are heard and considered. This open dialogue can lead to creative solutions that might not be possible in a court setting. Finally, mediation emphasizes mutual agreement. The mediator does not impose a decision. Instead, the parties themselves reach a consensus. This focus on mutual agreement often results in solutions that are more durable and sustainable over time, as parties are more likely to adhere to agreements they have contributed to shaping. With its myriad benefits, mediation certainly presents a compelling alternative to traditional litigation. The key to building the mediation profession is raising awareness about its benefits. Mediation, as an alternative dispute resolution method, offers a plethora of advantages, yet its potential remains largely untapped due to the lack of awareness and understanding. This gap can be bridged by implementing comprehensive educational campaigns, conducting workshops, and initiating community outreach programs. Education campaigns can play a significant role in enlightening the public about the true essence of mediation. These campaigns can disseminate information on how mediation fosters amicable resolutions, saves time and resources, and promotes better relationships between disputing parties. They can also highlight the versatility of mediation, demonstrating its applicability across a wide range of disputes, from commercial and family matters to community and international conflicts. Workshops, on the other hand, can offer hands-on experience of the mediation process. These interactive sessions can provide a real-world feel of mediation, allowing individuals to understand its workings and benefits firsthand. Workshops can also serve as a platform for potential mediators to hone their skills and for disputants to gain confidence in the process. Community outreach programs bring the concept of mediation to the grassroots level. By reaching out to local communities, schools, colleges, and businesses, these programs can help dispel misconceptions about mediation. They can also foster a culture of peaceful conflict resolution by encouraging people to consider mediation as their first choice in dispute resolution. Misconceptions about mediation often stem from lack of understanding and fear of the unknown. But by shedding light on the process, its benefits, and its potential, we can dispel these misconceptions. We can show that mediation is not about winning or losing, but about finding a mutually satisfactory solution. It's about dialogue, understanding, and collaboration. By raising awareness, we can shift the perception of mediation from being an alternative to a preferred method of dispute resolution. we can encourage more individuals and businesses to consider mediation as a viable dispute resolution option. This, in turn, will help build the mediation profession and enhance access to justice for all. Trust in the mediation profession is built on high professional standards. The cornerstone of any profession, especially one that deals with conflict resolution and justice, is the trust that people place in it. The trust factor in mediation is nurtured by maintaining high professional standards. Mediation, in essence, is a profession that requires a delicate balancing act. On one hand, mediators need to facilitate open dialogue and guide disputing parties towards a mutually beneficial agreement. On the other hand, mediators must remain impartial, ensuring that their guidance does not favor one party over the other. This is no small task, and the integrity of this process is safeguarded by professional standards. These standards are upheld through a variety of mechanisms, including accreditation programs, licensing requirements, and professional codes of conduct. Accreditation programs ensure that mediators have undergone rigorous training and are equipped with the necessary skills to handle disputes effectively. These programs often involve comprehensive coursework, role-play exercises, and practical assessments that test a mediator's ability to manage real-world conflicts. Licensing requirements, on the other hand, serve as a formal recognition of a mediator's competence. Just like doctors, lawyers, and other professionals, mediators too must meet certain criteria to be licensed. These requirements often include a specific amount of training hours, successful completion of an examination, and ongoing professional development. Then we have professional codes of conduct, which provide a clear framework for ethical behavior. These codes outline the responsibilities and obligations of mediators, emphasizing the importance of confidentiality, impartiality, and respect for all parties involved. Violations of these codes can result in disciplinary action, further reinforcing the seriousness of these standards. By implementing and upholding these professional standards, we ensure that mediators not only have the necessary skills and knowledge, but also adhere to a strong ethical framework. This, in turn, builds trust in the mediation profession, encouraging more people to consider this form of dispute resolution. By upholding professional standards, we can ensure the competence and impartiality of mediators, thereby building trust in the mediation profession. To improve access to justice, we must expand the availability of mediation services. A key part of this expansion lies in the widespread inclusion of mediation clauses in contracts. These clauses, often overlooked, can be an essential tool for dispute resolution, allowing parties to agree in advance to mediate any potential disputes that may arise during the life of the contract. Incorporating mediation clauses into contracts can be beneficial for several reasons. Firstly, it encourages parties to resolve their issues amicably, fostering a collaborative rather than adversarial mindset. Secondly, it provides a clear pathway for dispute resolution, reducing uncertainty and potentially saving time and resources. Lastly, it allows parties to choose their mediator, ensuring that the individual overseeing the process is someone they trust and respect. However, the inclusion of mediation clauses in contracts is not enough to significantly expand access to mediation services. We must also promote the use of community mediation centers. These centers, often staffed by trained volunteers, offer a local and cost-effective solution for dispute resolution. They serve as a valuable resource, particularly for those who might not otherwise have access to mediation services due to financial or geographical barriers. By encouraging the use of these centers, we are not only making mediation more accessible, but also fostering a sense of community. These centers can handle a variety of disputes, including neighbor disputes, family conflicts, and small business disputes. They create an environment where people feel comfortable discussing their issues and working towards a resolution. In conclusion, to truly make a difference in access to justice, we must strive to make mediation services widely available. This involves incorporating mediation clauses in contracts and promoting community mediation centers. By expanding mediation services, we can make dispute resolution more accessible and justice more attainable. In conclusion, mediation holds immense potential in revolutionizing our approach to dispute resolution. As we've explored today, this form of alternative dispute resolution is a powerful tool, capable of bridging the gap between the legal system and those seeking justice. Mediation not only offers an efficient, cost-effective solution, but also fosters open communication and collaboration, promoting a sense of ownership and satisfaction with the outcome. We've delved into the challenges posed by traditional litigation with its adversarial nature, costliness, and time-consuming processes. In contrast, mediation provides a platform for dialogue, guiding disputants towards mutually beneficial agreements. By focusing on relationships rather than on winning or losing, mediation alleviates the animosity often exacerbated by traditional court proceedings. Highlighting the importance of raising awareness about mediation, we've discussed various initiatives such as education campaigns, workshops, and community outreach programs. These efforts aim to dispel misconceptions and encourage individuals and businesses to consider mediation as a viable option in conflict resolution. We've also stressed the significance of upholding high professional standards in mediation. By establishing accreditation programs, licensing requirements, and professional codes of conduct, we can ensure the quality and integrity of mediators. This, in turn, builds trust in the profession and gives parties confidence in the competence and impartiality of their chosen mediator. Moreover, we've underscored the necessity of expanding mediation services. By promoting the inclusion of mediation clauses in contracts and integrating mediation into more areas of dispute resolution, we can enhance access to this valuable service. Mediation is more than just an alternative to traditional litigation. It's a pathway towards accessible justice. It's about empowering people to actively participate in resolving their conflicts, fostering understanding, and building stronger relationships. As we continue to promote and build the mediation profession, we take a step closer to making justice accessible to all. Arthur Nieklaassen, a top-notch mediator, is here to address your disputes, no matter how big or small. With a wealth of experience in both personal and commercial disputes, Arthur is committed to providing a platform for dialogue, guiding you towards mutually beneficial agreements. Whether you're dealing with a business conflict, a family dispute, or a community disagreement, Arthur's expertise and impartiality can help you navigate these challenging situations. You can reach Arthur at +27 2655 He is available via WhatsApp, SMS, or you can request a call back. His dedication to promoting understanding, fostering cooperation, and helping parties reach amicable resolutions is unmatched. Arthur's mediation services are not just about resolving disputes, but about empowering people to actively participate in resolving their issues, fostering understanding, and building stronger relationships. Remember, mediation is not just an alternative to traditional litigation, it's a pathway towards accessible justice. And Arthur Nieklaassen is here to guide you along that path. Don't let disputes weigh you down. Reach out to Arthur today and experience the power of mediation. Let's take a step closer to making justice accessible to all together. Let's now hear from Arthur Nieklaassen himself. Arthur's approach to mediation is rooted in respect, understanding, and collaboration. Mediation isn't about winners or losers, he often says, but about finding a solution that respects everyone's needs and perspectives. Over the years, Arthur has mediated disputes of all kinds, from family disagreements to large-scale corporate conflicts. He has seen firsthand the transformative power of mediation, how it can turn adversaries into allies, and how it can heal wounds that seemed irreparable. He's witnessed the relief on people's faces when they realize that they can resolve their issues without resorting to costly and time-consuming litigation. But Arthur's vision extends beyond individual disputes. He sees mediation as a tool for societal change, a way to make justice more accessible, and to empower people to take control of their disputes. The future of dispute resolution isn't in courtrooms, Arthur believes, but in conversations, in understanding, in empathy. He envisions a world where mediation is the first choice, not the last resort. And he is dedicated to making this vision a reality. Stay tuned to hear more about Arthur's inspiring journey in the world of mediation and how he is making a difference in the lives of those he serves.